Good morning, students. It's our next topic of chapter number 5, rights, that the legal rights and the role of the states. If we are talking about the rights, that which right is legal and what type of role played to maintain and to secure that legal right by the government, the authority, and the judiciary. So, human rights basically appeal to our moral self development growth, the various opportunities, the level of development, the degree of success, and these things depend on a number of factors, mostly the role of government and the law. The role of judiciary is very important here. That is why these are considered as the legal identifications or legal recognition of a right. A bill of rights or a group of rights is enriched in the constitution of many countries. Means a constitution's major and a main part is bill of rights, the highest law. Every nation provides or represent a highest law and a law of the land, and so the constitutional ideas and identification of that certain rights, the supreme organization or the highest organization give the primary importance to that highest law or rule of law or a bill of rights. And also the nation provides the fundamental rights, and these fundamental rights are, we can say that these are the legal rights of a citizen. Laws, policies supposed to respect and represent the rights which was guaranteed or provided by the constitution and guaranteed by the constitution. So important, if we are talking about the important and legal constitutional identification of our claims or our rights, the several theorists and the philosophers define that rights as claim that are identified and secured and guaranteed by the state. So in this context, we can also say that the state takes several steps to see the citizens are enabled or to are able to enjoy these rights without any obstruction, without any difficulty, without any problem. It does not mean that the state does not limit these rights. Every right has its own limit. Every right has a corresponding duty. Rights are enabled by guaranteeing them through the constitution and by the binding them with a set of inner related duties. Like we can say that the individual rights are therefore subject to certain restrictions. Limitations have helped to resolving the conflict between the individual and the community rights. The constitution does enact as adequate, fair, responsible safeguard to maintain a balance between individual rights and community rights, or various provisions is made for a federal and decentralized state where the executive legislature authority is divided between the central government and the federation or various federating units of the states. Various provisions also made for the written constitution which guarantees the rights of the citizen. The judiciary acts as the custodian of the rights, as a guardian of the rights. State does not interfere in the internal affairs of the individual, but state forcefully or work to save and secure the rights. The ultimate protector of the rights is the sovereign will of the people, which no rule would like to transgress. It is said that various alternative principles, or it is the most or highest price of liberty. In addition to providing the safeguards or to provide the right of any individual, that a person can go to the Supreme Court or High Court to get back his various rights in any situation. Under the article number 32, the constitution enables the enjoyment of rights to people. The court finds the right of the people by using the writs. The 5 types of writs are provided through the concept of securing the rights and providing the major value to the major and basic rights. Now the other thing is that the right is their nature as a result that in a particular person of the general system of rights on which the state and its law are based. Major origin of rights is something in the individual himself, means according to our demand, our desire, our necessities, we continuously raise our voice in front of our representatives or our government, or we can say state, and that demand pressurize the government or influence the government to fulfill or to make laws on that particular demand, or to fulfill the demand or desire of its citizen. That condition, that criteria helps to maintain the law, or also helps to maintain the various basic positive or developmental or opportunity based condition for the social growth and development. Rights are not selfish types of claims, means government fulfill the demand of a community type of demand, or a demand which on the basis of that demand the welfare of the entire society will happen. Otherwise, if government focus on a particular community or an individual person, that then it creates problems and controversy in between the society. So they are available to all without any discrimination. Rights are dynamic in character and grow without socio-economic changes in society. These are fundamental in nature and are guaranteed by the constitution. Our constitution, our government play a role of protector of these rights, or the state is exercised without violating the value of the individual's life and liberty, and continuously work for the sake of individual's life, provide various opportunities in front of the individual to protect the life and protect the situation, or help for the growth and development of the particular person. Now the kinds of right, what are the major kinds of right? In modern age of democracy, we are talking about the parts or various features of right. Then we have total 4 types of right. Nearly almost all the countries of the world to try to provide the social, economic, political and civil rights to its people, because these social, economic, political and civil rights are responsible to maintain peace, security, growth, development in a society. These rights are claims which are entitled the status of legal rights. It means that the constitution of every state provides which claims as basic, fundamental and legal rights. If any individual or group or any governmental institutions try to misuse upon these rights or act as an impediment in enjoyment of these rights, the state is use or take various actions against such a violator through the instrument of legal and constitutional machinery. Judiciary acts as the guardian of these rights on the part of the states. The major kinds of right claims which enjoy a legal recognition and enforcement can be classified as that political right, then the civil rights, then economic rights and then social rights. So first we will discuss about the political rights. In political rights means the right to vote, right to be elected, right to hold public post, right to recall, right to criticize the government. These five types of rights are under in political rights. So that right to vote. In democratic states, all adults have right to vote. The right to adult franchise or suffrage is guaranteed to all the eligible adult citizens without any discrimination on the basis of their caste, color, religion, gender, etc. People of unsound mind and disabled mind and children are not allowed to vote by law. The age of voting various countries have different, like in USA the 18 years, while in India by the 61st amendment it has been reduced from 21 to 18 years. So it is different in different countries. The right to vote gives citizens the power to create a destiny from themselves. They can even change their idea by exercising this right, as they get an opportunity to vote after a fixed time space. The right to vote is not only a right, but it is also a duty as a citizen of the nation. The votes should not be secured or swayed away by the consideration of caste, community, or religion. There is no importance of here the social discriminative factors like caste, gender, religion, community, etc. They should not yield to muscle and money power, and should be concerned for the office they hold. Means free or fair distribution of the voting right is real here. Now the right to elected democracy cannot thrive by just guaranteeing the right to vote. For that it is essential, it is important measure that all citizens should be guaranteed the right to contest elections. The denial of such an opportunity to contest may lead to throw of vested interest. This type of negative interest would destroy the fabric of democracy, the value of democracy. The age of contesting elections different from different countries, means country to country have variation on the age of elections. In India, the age of contest election is 25 years for the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. Now hold the public post. In a democracy, citizens, in every democracy, citizens are given opportunity to hold the government post without any discrimination. The professional or technical qualification must be fulfilled for the post. The eligibility or criteria is in each case should be uniform. In Indian Constitution accordingly provides equality of opportunity in matter of public employment to any office under the state, and reservation in this category, reservation plays an important role to protect the rights of the minority community. So we cannot say that reservation created discrimination in this sector, but it is true that the misuse of reservation create discrimination here. So right to recall, this is a process or a producer by which people have a right to recall a public officer or people's representatives by a public vote. This law exists in 12 states of America, where people have the right to recall public representatives. In our society or in India, we also means our leaders Also means Jayaprakash Narayan during the time period of emergency, he also demand the recalls, but this in reality this not exist in our society. Right to criticize the government. It is essential to have a healthy public opinion. This is possible only if people are given the right to criticize the government. It keeps the government on an alert. If the government takes any action against the wishes of the people, a negative public opinion would put that government on tender hooks. This freedom is mainly is a subject to the limitations or limiting of retaining the integrity and sovereignty of the country and non-disturbance of public majority and disorder. Further, it should be within limit within the constitutional means. Now the civil rights, the social rights and religious, cultural and educational rights we will discuss in our next class.